The water burden rests heavily on women's shoulders in rural Tajikistan, where 50% of people don't have access to potable water. Oxfam is working to change things by setting up water systems, like this one, in the mountainous village of Toshbayok. This little girl told us that she's very happy with the new water tank. Now she doesn't have to queue all day for water and can go to school.
Before, our situation was very difficult. My children would go for water in the morning and return in the evening. They would go barefoot or on donkey. Thanks to Oxfam, we don't have to stay hours in line. If not for Oxfam, our situation would be much worse.
But in the remote village of Jaralai, in the mountainous plains of Tajikistan, children as young as 5 or 6 ride donkeys down the treacherous mountain path to fetch water for their families. The water is the colour of mud, murky grey and for most people undrinkable. But for these villagers, this is the only source of water. Further upstream, animals bathe in the dirty water, which flows down the river and fills these children's containers. The village chief tells us it was much better during Soviet times.
During Soviet times, there were 2 dams in this area and a pump, which would pump water into the 2 reservoirs, which were located on the top of the village.
The problem lies in the lack of infrastructure and maintenance. The pipes that once fed these rural villages no longer work. This boy has to rely on the spring water in his village. The locals call it bitter water, as it can only be used for washing dishes and livestock. In these villages there is a high rate of waterborne diseases, particularly amongst children.
Many people in the village suffer from waterborne diseases caused by the dirty water like dysentery. There needs to be a chlorination or filter system to clean the water. The central hospital is located 25 km from the village. Sometimes patients have to go by donkey or walking.
For Mary, every drop of water is precious. As the head of the household, she has to support her 3 children, but there is no regular water supply. Mary even saves the droplets of water that fall from the washing line.
It takes 2 hours for my sons to go for water. They fall asleep on the way back and even chase the donkey. Carrying water makes our lives much harder. We don't have clean drinking water. We have to leave it for hours to let the sediment sink to the bottom and then we can use it. Once my eldest son got sick from tuberculosis and had to stay in the hospital. I think it is because he got cold when fetching water in bad weather. Our biggest wish is that we will have access to water, so that our life will improve. We're really suffering without drinking water. If we have water, I believe our life would be much better.
Despite the lack of water, there is a resilience among these people. Nazar Ali, a member of Hazanbek village, stores the sweet rainwater in this reservoir provided by Oxfam. At Safabek school, a tank has been installed to collect rainwater. Safabek says he's very happy the school has running water. It's a bittersweet irony that Tajikistan is the 3rd richest country in water resources in the world, yet people here still lack the most basic human right, water.